Hey everybody, how's it going? Daryl here. My friends at Betopper sent me this 200 watt LED Cob light to review. It can do warm white and cool white and everything in between, and it is extremely bright. The light output of this thing is intense. This would make a great stage light or an effective strobe / blinder. And you can pick this up from Betopper Direct on their website. I have a link in the description below. And you can pick this up in a 1 or 4 pack and with or without barn doors. And I got the one with no barn doors. And shopping from Betopper Direct helps save you money, and that includes a 1-year warranty. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Here is our warranty card and information for troubleshooting. Here's the bracket. Here's the light. Here are some cables and mounting hardware. Here is the manual. Before going any further, I'm gonna go ahead and install this bracket. Pretty easy to do. There's holes on either side. You just take this mounting hardware and you screw it in. All right, we have the bracket installed. Bracket is unique because it can go 360 degrees around the light, so that's pretty cool. All right, so this light is intense. Like, when I saw it pictured, for some reason I thought it would be quite a bit smaller, so this arrived quite a bit larger than I originally anticipated. I don't know why I thought that 200 watts is pretty bright, so you need to have a pretty big fixture to house a 200 watt LED. And it's a Cob LED, you can see that in here. As previously stated, it is white, warm white, and you can mix anything between those two colors. It's made of aluminum, it feels pretty heavy duty. It's 6.25 pounds, is 8 inches tall and wide, and 9 inches deep. And so lighting fixtures produce heat, and it comes with some robust fans to help cool this thing during operation. And their website states it operates at 54 dB, which is around an average conversation or some intense rainfall. And if you're using this in a situation where you have some really quiet moments like a church, they recommend and see if that will be acceptable or not. And the color temperatures that this produces is anywhere from 3000 Kelvin warm white to 6500. And the website also stated that it's IP33 rated. I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up. It has protection against tools and wires that are larger than 2.5 millimeters, water spray that is 60 degrees from vertical, and objects and particles that are larger than 2.5 millimeters in diameter. So right here on the front, you can see that LED Cob, and you can see the warm white and cool white chip on it. And then the sides are pretty plain. There's really not much going on the sides. Operation for this thing is extremely simple. This does feature a 4-button LCD panel. This doesn't have a ton of functionality, so operation is pretty simple. And it has this daisy chaining system, so the wires are built in and it's not super easy to take them out. And it has this all-in-one plug system so that you can feed DMX and power all in one. So you can accept power in and send power out. So if you are daisy chaining this. I've never seen a system that had something like this. That's pretty cool if you're doing a permanent install. That definitely saves a lot of work. You might be thinking, wow, these cables are cool, but what do I do with it? Well, it comes with this 2-in-1 cable right here. So you plug this into the wall and you feed in your DMX source right here. And you can see this side's a female, this side's a male, and you plug it in. Just like that. I don't know if I mentioned this. This is a 6-pin connector, so it sends power in DMX. And included is this DMX out. So you can just plug it in like this, and then you can send DMX out if you don't plan on daisy chaining this. All right, let's go ahead and plug this in. It's plugged in. So it's in DMX mode. Click the menu to change it. Let me lift these cables so you can see the menu. There's 2 different types of DMX. So D is 2-channel mode. It has 2 channels, one for the amount of cold white you want, one for the amount of warm white you want. And then there's 4-channel mode, so this is like the advanced DMX mode. The first channel is the dimmer, and then the second and third channel is like the amount of cool white and warm white you want, respectively. The 4th channel, you can adjust like how much strobe you want. And then if you just want this to have standalone functionality, you can choose the amount of warm white and cool white you want, and right now both are set. And then I can choose like the amount of strobe I want. Here, I think I need to increase the frame rate of my camera to really capture this. 1 second. Okay, that's a little bit better. You can see that. So I can reduce the amount of warm whites, so it's just cool white, or vice versa. Just warm white. or a mix of the two, which I think looks really elegant and nice. And then here's the strobe, and I can change the speed of the strobe. So that's basically all the functionality. This thing is easy peasy. Holy cow, that is bright. It has a really wide wash, and it's extremely bright. All right, what do I think of this Cob light? Well, it is extremely bright. Functionality is really simple, so operation is also simple. And I try to give a fair and honest review to any product that anyone sends my way. This light, I think, is definitely geared more for permanent installs, more like churches, plays, and not so much for wedding DJs, which is my niche and my uses. I can see this being an awesome like strobe or blinder for school dances. I like the range of color from warm whites to cool white. It'd be a lot cooler if they threw in like an RGB chip as well, so you could get a ton of colors. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of this cable system, but you know, for the right situation, I think this will make your life a lot easier, and I think it is pretty cool. So what are your thoughts on this light? Let me know down in the comments below, and please smash like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.